Jeep fans, flat fender fanatics, Johnny here. America! Why is there a smile on my face, you ask? Well, I've had the old turn apart now for hell. I started working on this thing right after the Rough Rider rally, okay? So that was June 1st. Then, end of June, we went and I went out to Lewisburg for their Union County Memorial Day parade, or Union County 4th of July parade out there in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. I've driven this thing 2 days in the last almost June, July, August. 2 days and 3 months. Holy cow. So you can imagine how I feel today. Got the old Warhorse, got the wheels back on her there. We're going over the sheets here. We're gonna get some air in the tires because I'm too lazy to plug in the air compressor, and yeah, we're gonna do a little running around. I might stop at I gotta turn my daylights on here. I got my turn signal on and I got my lights off. Yeah, I'm gonna go get frozen coffee, I think, from Dunkin' Donuts. Treat myself. It's my birthday today, so I figure I might as well. Boy, is that tire loud. Can you hear that thing? Probably has 2 pounds in it. Anyways, we're gonna get some air in here and what the whoa, horsey. It's 4:15, so I'm not really gonna be able to really drive them Jeeps before I have to go to work, but we're gonna do a little bit. You ever get like you gentlemen out there with beards, you ever get like one hair that's like stuck in the corner of your mouth? Can't seem to get it out of the way. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, hey, hey. Holy cow. Yes, sir, indeedy. Get air in them Jeeps. Ha! Peace. Update. Hey, you remember in Unsolved Mysteries in the 90s when at the end of the episode they used to go, update? Well, this is the end of the episode update. It's been 2 months, not 3 months, and that right rear had 3 pounds of air in it instead of 2. Just want to share what we've accomplished so far in the last 2 months. I'll go down through my list here. I put the roof studs on the top edge of the windshield. So I drilled and tapped all those holes. I got the old style Ford studs that have 1032 threads on them. They're not like the wood screw kind. They're like the 1032, which was a carryover. Neat little fact, that's a carryover from the Model A, like the Roadsters and the Roadster pickups. Along the belt line in the back, they had those same studs. They must have used them in the the GP. Waterproofed the windshield, welded all the holes. I used to put my parking pass up on the cowl, on the windshield cowl, and I had 4 holes that were bothering me, so I welded them shut, fixed the wipers, they were loose. I had to put a set screw in the shafts in there. Sewed this top up. I made my own camvac with some copper based anti-rock chemicals in it. It smells better. It smells like the old canvas is supposed to smell. I was happy with that. Beeswax and paint thinner and some copper anti-rot stuff. Transmission gasket, transmission filter, transfer case gasket, output shaft gasket. The whole thing was dripping oil like you wouldn't believe. I installed a transmission cooler because I'm going to be pulling the Rocky Mountains out there and pulling the M100 with loaded full of camping stuff. I don't want to be overheating that transmission because it goes into dum-dum mode. The engine light pops up and goes into dum-dum mode, and I only have second gear. It stays in second gear if it's in dum-dum mode when it overheats. Put rear axle seals, front axle seals. I had to rebuild the entire rear differential because when I took it apart to put axle seals in it, I saw that one carrier bearing was shot, and I had this weird sound in there, this weird gear sound, and I was like, well, I got a pinion seal that's leaking. It must just be low on fluid, right? Making that weird sound, I better get to it. Well, good thing I put a new carrier bearing in there. I would have wiped the rear out. New universal in the rear, new universal in the front. I cut a little clearance on the drive shaft because center to center of my drive shaft's about 10 inches. Because I had to set the whole drivetrain back to get this thing short enough to make it look like a Jeep. That darn engine noise. I never did get to it, but I put a new set of lifters in it anyways for good measure. I didn't get a roof brace for the rear yet. So when I take this thing up to about 50 mile an hour, this front panel starts to stretch out real bad, especially if tractor trailers are going by me. So I made this brace here to keep the canvas up where it's supposed to be, and I want to make one for the back because now this back here kind of buffets in the wind. So I'll make another frame for that. I got to do a front end alignment. I got to adjust my toe in because I got to take I got some funny wear on my non-directionals. I got to take the toe in out a little bit. Oh, I used to have a screw jack under this driver's seat because I didn't have any of the mounts on the inside since I found these seats. Now I got some seat mounts in there. Rattling exhaust rattles are irritating, aren't they? I got that taken care of. I got to fix my trailer landing legs. So sometime in the trailer's life, they took off with the landing leg down. They bent the leg back, so now it won't go all the way back and latch. Even though it's tight, it'll go up, but it just won't click locked. So I'm afraid it'll drop whenever I don't want it to drop. I got to put some eyelets in the trailer cover. 2 straight rear wheels. Well, we got that half done. This driver's side rear is a little bit bent, but I'm just going to deal with it. The right side, I took apart a straight combat rim and switched over the tires. I got to fix my reverse lights. I got one of those airplane switches with the little red cover. You know, you flip the red cover up and you can turn those switch, and then, yeah, that's a pretty cool switch, so I'm going to wire that into my reverse lights, fix them up. So overhead compartment. This canvas, I have a little bit more of this canvas. I want to sew a cover. You know how these seats screw onto the seat frames? Well, I want to do that with this and make a overhead console. I can put my maps in, flashlight, sunglasses, stuff like that. And then the cup holder, of course, I got the old Harbor Freight special here. That was the best $10 I ever spent, because I figure this way, what do you charge yourself an hour to work? It would take me probably all day to make something like that up. And at union rate, I could spend $100 on something like that and still break out about even. So $10 was very good. All right, so that's what I've been up to. Finally got her down on the ground, got air in the tires. Now we're gonna drive them Jeeps, friends. So enjoy the summer. God bless America. And drive them Jeeps. Have a good one. Bye.